We're going to look at an interesting case study about Bitcoin. The first Bitcoin was created January 3rd, 2009, at 18 hours, 15 minutes. And it became, if you look to the eastern horizon, constellation of Cancer, the fourth sign, was rising. And so we're going to look at uh, these how the planets are operating and when they're operating, just to see about Bitcoin, how strong of a company it is. And so what we notice right away is this sun is ruling this house of wealth and stability. It's placed in the house of challenges and delays. So, giving some delay to that wealth and stability. Also, sun represents government, reputation, and there's coming to be more and more government restrictions on Bitcoin. Moon is probably the strongest planet, well placed. It's in the house of investments, and it is all about speculation and investments. It's ruling. That's the ruler of Cancer, and this has to do with longevity and life purpose. So, I think longevity-wise, it has some strength. Um, Mars is at 11 degrees, and it is within 3 degrees of the most effective point. So the most most effective point of every house in this chart is 14, almost 15 degrees. Um, and Mars represents foreign trade and also reputation. Mercury is at 8 degrees, and it's has to do with trading and IT. It's in this house of communications and trading and technology. Um, it is forming a Raj Yoga, giving good possible success to the company. It is Jupiter is at 5 degrees. It is any Multiplicative sign 1, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 11 that's found in the 8th, the 6th, or the 12th house. The ruler of that sign becomes functional malefic. So Jupiter is ruling Sagittarius in the 6th house. So Jupiter, this is a house of debt. So um, it's debilitated. It's starting to reveal some legal government restrictions. Um, Venus is at 6 degrees. It's ruling the house of also reputation, and um, it is placed in the house of obstacles, death-like experiences, hidden things. So it is Venus representing hidden money. So that is what cryptocurrency is. Is people want to hide their money. Like we're going to talk about it again in a minute, but there was a big spike in cryptocurrency um, in mid-December when the Chinese were trying to hide their finances from the government, and they invested in Bitcoin. So Saturn is at 27 degrees, ruling this house of hidden things, money, and vulnerability. So the other thing that's very interesting about this chart is Rahu and Ketu are close to the most effective point. So they're at Rahu and Ketu are at 15 degrees, very close. So that means that Rahu and Ketu afflict 5, 7, and 9 houses away. They afflict 6 out of the 12 houses. So they cause a lot of fluctuation. Now, cryptocurrency from its inception has been fairly flat. It hasn't gone up. Saturn, gives limitations to growth. And then, as it started to approach the Mercury period in September of 2017, it started to move up, and it peaked out 12 from about 5,000 per share to about 19,000 per share, 12/17. When you see Rahu's giving a boost to Jupiter and Mercury in this house of speculation. And then from then, as it approached the eclipse in towards the end of January, it just started to go down, back down below 13,000. I think now it's around 5,000. And as we approach the eclipse in July 31st, it's going to continue to go down and fluctuate quite a bit, especially with this K2 Mars conjunction, which happens May 30th to June 13th, and then July 10th to July 27th, and again September 19th to the 29th. So it'll cause it to fluctuate quite a bit. I don't know much about cryptocurrency, but what I've read about it seems like it's like the forerunner, and just like before there was Facebook, it was MySpace, and MySpace got perfected by Facebook, and then there was Netscape and got perfected by Google. So there's another cryptocurrency called Ripple, which is backed by financial institutions. It's part of the blockchain type currency. So it may end up being perfected Bitcoin, basically. So we just see in this chart lots of fluctuation, lots of speculation. It's really like gambling, and I don't know whether it'll last or not, but we'll see what happens.